I am powerful.
I am wonderful.
I am wonderful.
I am strong.
I am strong.
Sing it.
I am capable. Sing it with me, y'all.
Powerful.
I am powerful.
I am wonderful.
I am wonderful.
Strong.
I am strong.
Take a breath.
Hey.
Feel the energy of
Grand rising, grand rising. I hope you are feeling absolutely amazing today. And if you're not feeling amazing just yet, no worries, because I promise by the end of our session today, you absolutely will. Now, listen, if this is your first time tuning in with me, my name is Takiyah Diamond, and I am a personal development author, speaker, coach, and trainer in the field of reality transformation and financial psychology. Now, what that means is simply money mindset, self-image, and money manifestation. Yes, you know you gotta get your mind right in order to change anything in your life. And so where I come in at is I help my clients to build the confidence that they need, to gain the clarity that they need, so that they can meet and exceed their income goals. So if this sounds like something that if you're an entrepreneur or you're just somebody who wants to experience something different in their life and they want to see change instead of consistently talking about it and they want to experience it, then you probably want to stick around to the end of this live, because what I'm going to be teaching you today is how to change your perspective, how to shift your perspective from having a perspective of negativity or looking at it in a bad way and literally shifting it so where you can actually feel better, even if it's a situation that is crummy, right? When you shift your perspective, it does allow you to change the way that you see things. And not only does it allow you to change the way you see things, it changes the way that you respond to things. It changes the way that you react to things, right? And we all know, if you don't know, let me be the one to tell you that reacting doesn't really do any good, right? But responding to what it is that is happening and how we respond to what's happening is what literally changes everything. All right. And so what I'm going to be tackling in with with you guys today is I'm going to share with you how to shift your perspective. I'm going to give you a few things that will literally help you out, to help you to be able to see that you do have the ability to see things differently. All right. So are you ready? I'm ready. Let's rock out. Okay. So how do you shift your perspective, right? To have an actual positive outlook on things. The first thing I want to say to you is teaching yourself to think more positively and having a much more positive perspective will help you face the challenges of life. Because when you're able to change your perspective and shifting your perspective, it's not an easy process. However, what I'm going to share with you today will help you to deal with it a whole lot easier. Okay? All right. So the first thing that you need to do in order to shift your perspective is reframe your thoughts. Now, what do I mean about reframe? That reframe just means change. It means shift. It means do it another way. Say it a different way. Say it in a way that is a positive statement as opposed to a negative statement, right? So, as an easy way to find a positive perspective in any area of your life is to literally reframe your mental attitude, all right? Because your mental attitude literally dictates the outcome of anything that may come up against you. Or people say, things come up against you, but I'm going to just say that, the challenges that show up to help you grow, okay? And so instead of mentally telling yourself that you have to do something, you could very well change your perspective and say, well, I get to do this, right? You can move from saying, oh my God, I got to hurry up and finish this report, or I got to take a look at my finances, or I got to call customer service so they can help me with my billing, right? Whatever the case may be. But when you shift your perspective and you change it from, I got to do this, when you come from I gotta do, there's actually kind of like what's the word I want to say? It's like a connotation. It's like a negative connotation, right? When you say, "Oh, I gotta do it," but when you say, "I get to do it," it changes that connotation to a positive connotation because now you're coming from a space of you're excited about it. It's like, all right, you know what? I get to call customer service, and as a result, I get to get this issue resolved. I get to receive my refund. Or let's just say, in general, if you're talking about cleaning up your house, right? Sometimes we do not want to do that, right? We feel like, oh my God, I don't feel like cleaning up. But if we get to say, we say to ourselves, you know what? I actually get to clean up. And what is the outcome of me actually getting to clean up is that I get to walk into my house with the house smelling good, no matter what time I come in the house, with the house feeling clean, with the energy in my home being clean, everything, right? Why? Because I cleaned up, right? And I had to change my mind. I had to change my perspective to say, I get to keep the house clean because I'm gonna feel better in a clean house, right? All right. So that's just another example. All right. So the next thing is you're gonna need to recite positive inner dialogue, monologue, whatever you want to call it. All right. So it's normal for your self-talk to focus on negative thoughts, right? For the most part, that's all we hear all day. That's all that's dumped on us. That's all that's shown to us. You turn on the news, you go on the Facebook feed, depending on who you're following, right? If you're not following people who present positive and project positive information and things that help you grow, then more than likely you're sucking in all the negativity that is being shown across social media about who died, who did this, and who did that, and this person ain't doing this no more, and this person did that, and just all of this stuff that literally takes you into a downward spiral, right? So every day, what I want you to do is I want you to set a reminder. I want you to set a reminder on your phone. And the reason I want you to set a reminder on your phone, this reminder is literally going to help you to remember to say something positive that makes you feel happier, that makes you increases your confidence, right? So maybe you put a positive affirmation in your phone, and when the alarm goes off, it says, I am amazing and everything that is good is happening for me now, right? So if you're coming from that perspective and you're coming from that mindset and you're actually putting that positive inner monologue inside of you, what happens is you get to rewrite your destiny, right? You get to rewrite what's happening in your life right now. Because let me tell you, when it comes to destiny, right? You may be predestined to do something, but we all still got free will. So if you choose to go against the grain of what is available to you, guess what? You're destined to fail, right? Because you are doing the things that lead you in the direction of failure, right? And the opposite is true for the other direction, okay? And so I'm going to leave that at that. Just remember, set a reminder. This way, you can do a positivity check-in. But the thing that I'm trying to get you to do is to be consistent with doing it to where you're reprogramming your brain, to where you're literally reconditioning your brain to think positive thoughts throughout the day. Because sometimes when you're at work or whatever the case may be, you got thoughts just running, or maybe you're just so focused on the work that you got to do, and maybe you get a phone call and something negative was said to you, whatever the case may be, and then it changes your energy and things like that. It's a lot to this, but only thing I want to make sure that you understand, guys, is to remember that you can write it down, you can recite it, and every day you can challenge yourself to create a longer affirmation, right? Something that literally makes you feel absolutely amazing. Put that monologue within you and share it with that, okay? The next thing is to view situations from a different perspective, which is what I've already said several times, right? When you are upset, right? When you're pissed off, you are tight, right? You are upset due to the actions of somebody else. It's often helpful to actually kind of try to look at the other person's side of the story, right? What might be their view? Where might they be coming from, right? And at the end of the day, sometimes it's really you seeing where they're coming from will change your perspective, because you know what, you can release yourself. And this is not to point or to judge, but a lot of times you'll notice that a lot of the stuff that you're accepting is other people's projections, right? And they might be going through whatever the case might be. But if it can be helpful for you to literally say, you know what, I see where this person is, and not coming from a judgmental place, but literally just seeing that, you know what, maybe they're really hurt, or maybe they're being manipulative. You'll be able to see all of this. And then when you realize, let's just say the person is being manipulative, you can literally step back and say, you know what, whatever's going on in this person's life is causing them to be manipulative. I can see the manipulation, therefore I'm going to override the manipulation that's being presented to me. I don't have to accept the manipulation, right? Likewise, on the other side, I can see that this person needs a little more confidence. So, what can I actually say to them to reassure them that they don't need to think negatively about this particular thing? You get what I'm saying? All right. So that's that. All right. So, if you consider the other person's part of where they might be coming from, it's gonna help you deal with it better. Okay. All right. Number 4 is think from a macro level, meaning think from a level where you see the big picture, right? Forget the small picture, all right? The small picture is what has kept you where you are. At the end of the day, changing your perspective to focus on the big picture, it can be a very useful tool for positive change. Listen, it's so easy for us to let a small negative event in our mind to let us go down, 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 right? But instead, when you focus on the big picture, it's a lot easier to not sweat the small stuff. You feel what I'm saying? All right. Okay. All right. So the next thing is, then we got 2 more to go, and this is a wrap. All right. So the next thing is remove negativity from your life. You must remove negativity from your life. You see it, you know it, you feel it, you've owned it. You've taken responsibility for a lot of negativity that's not even your negativity, it's other people's negativity, right? But as a byproduct of being surrounded by people who are negative beings, what happens is you become the let's say if it's 5 of them, you become negative being number 6. All right. If it's 3 of them, you become negative being number 4. All right. Because that's what you're surrounded by. So it's hard to practice positive thinking, obviously, when you're surrounded by bad things, when you're surrounded by bad environments or bad people who are consistently putting negative thoughts in your brain, right? So let's say, for example, which I already said before, right? If you're browsing social media and you know that you're reading the news and da 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 da, right? The best thing for you to do may be to limit your time from doing these things, right? Same thing when it comes to negative people. If you know that you have people around you who are negative, then you need to seek out those people who are much more positive, and you spend less time with the negative people and more time with the people who keep you uplifted, who keep you motivated, who keep you inspired, who keep you driven, who keep you keep you focused, instead of people who are draining your energy and most likely intentionally draining your energy. But here's the thing, you can see it for what it is and you can expel it, right? You can cast it out at any time because you see it, you know it, you identify it, you recognize it, and then you take action and you remove it. And if you can't remove it, then remove yourself from it. All right. Choose friends who are pouring into you instead of friends who are always taking from you, who are always pulling you into their negative drama and their negative energy, right? Surround yourself with positivity, and that is what is going to be an essential step to literally helping you live your best life. All right. So the last 2. This number 6 is the next thing is to take care of your body, right? Take care of your body. Your inner world is literally determining your outer world, right? So when you feel good in your body, what happens is you tend to have more positive thoughts. You tend to have more productive thoughts, more creative energy and things of that nature, right? Your mental well-being is strongly linked to the physical well-being that you are experiencing. Okay. So if your mentality is always running on the opposite, how do you think you're going to feel in your body? Remember, what you feel is what you make real. So when you feel all jacked up, you're telling your body, yes, I want to feel this way, which literally sends a signal to your brain that says, give me more things to make me feel more negative, to make me feel more fearful, to make me feel more scared, to make me give me that. That is what you are unconsciously saying and doing. All right. And this is mental health. This is a mental health issue. All right. So this is something that you have to, your mental health is something that you got to change. Like, you got to do the work for it, because at the end of the day, every last one of us have been programmed the way that we've been programmed, whether it was our parents, school, religion, college, I don't know, whatever, church, whatever it was, right? We've been programmed to literally live the way that other people have told us to live, rather than understanding and understanding that what's happening within us is creating what's happening outside of us. All right. And that goes so much deeper, because, that's like a general statement to really give you. But, I would literally want to take you deeper to help you understand why that is, but not today. Okay. All right. So what I want you to do, as a part of taking care of your body, make sure that you're getting enough water inside your body. Make sure that you're getting the proper nutrients. If you need a health product, I got the number one health product in the nation when it comes to building your immune system, which is NutriBurst. All right. So you let me know if you need that. You know what I mean? It helps you build up your immune system. Has 72 minerals, 12 vitamins, 14 phytonutrients. And I mean, it's just got some really great things in it to help your body. All right. The last thing that I'm going to share with you about shifting your perspective, right, is how to shift your perspective is to perform a good deed. This is the last thing I want to get to you. Do something great for somebody, right? So if you know that you're like in this negative energy, guess what? Push the record button, go live, right? And help somebody else. Ask somebody else, what do you need right now? What do you got? I'm here for you guys. I have Q&As all open, all on me. What do you want to know about? You have questions about music? Do you have questions about your business? Do you have questions about your mindset? Do you have questions on building relationships? Do you have questions on what is it? What is it that you actually have knowledge of that you can give other people answers to, right? People got questions, you got answers. So why not make yourself available so that you can pour into others? And as a result of you pouring in to others, and this could be people that you don't even know, pour into some people you pouring into these people who really don't give a damn about you, right? If you keep pouring into the wrong people, guess what happened? You're going to end up empty. You're going to end up dried out. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to be full to the rim with brim. And then where you were up at the high level, guess what? Guess who's going to be high now? They're going to be filled up with your energy. You're going to be the one that's like, oh my God, I don't need to do this. No, self-care. Self-care. All right. In any case, while changing your perspective, it does require that you do a lot of work to improve your own personal life. You will find that it feels really good to help other people. All right. And so, whoever it might be, like I said, it could be a total stranger. It could be a coworker. Maybe you overheard a conversation that a coworker might have been growing through some things where you might be able to help them with, or maybe they might need a website done or something like that, and maybe you know somebody that can literally help them with that. You can always send them to me. Listen, I don't care what y'all need help with. Whatever you need help with, send me a message. If it's not something I do, I guarantee you I'll find somebody that can help you do it. I promise you. Okay? I got you. All right, guys. So listen, that is going to be the end of our lesson for today. And, it's just really just to let you know, guys, that, you have the ability to shift your perspective. All right. And when it comes to life is filled with challenges and obstacles for us to overcome, right? And in order for us to overcome them, the first thing we need to do is change our perspective. All right, guys. I hope that this has absolutely been helpful to you. If it has, I would love for you to visit my website and go to TakiyahDiamond.com. And guess what? There you can actually check out my entire book catalog where you can find, I'm sure there's one of the 9 books that I have there that can actually help you. In fact, there's one book there that I know will help you, and it's absolutely free. But you have to go to the website in order to download the book. All right. Now, if you need a coach, because guess what? You're in business, and you know what? Business doesn't seem to be thriving as much for you as you know that it could be or that you would like for it to be, then guess what? You need somebody to really just help you and walk you step by step on changing your mindset and changing your heart set, what you feel and how you think and things of that nature in regards to your business. If you need help with that, inbox me again, okay? Or literally go to the website, click on book a session with me, coach with me, and let me help you, all right? So I love you. Have an amazing day. Deuces. And no matter what you do, remember to keep your minds up by keeping it powerful, positive, and purposeful. Deuces.